Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. I am just getting back in. Not in, but having time to record. Now, I know I'm late, so don't come for me, okay? I already know this played 7 hours ago. The point of the matter is, I want it on my platform for the people who may come over here, and I want them to hear uh, TISA as she put them in a place for some people sending in during what you call it, faxing the darn judge. She's one of the three content creators that gave out that docs Mia. And y'all know I know. But everybody who watched Tisa Tales, we already know that she would not dox her. I saw the name on Tasha K, but Tasha K went at the court. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say her name on mine. I didn't show her picture, nothing. But I did hear one guy did not call him out, but as far as they got whoever it is, the three content creators, they got the pictures, they got the government name. They said they could be facing their federal charges because they promised Mia that her identity would be like safe, and that's the only reason she came to testify. So now her trust was broken. Now her she has been doxxed, you know. So I don't know. They said they was gonna stop showing stuff like the TVs and the people that's in the court, even in the court room, won't be able to see everything anymore, or something to that effect. Like when they have a Jane Doe or something like that. Um, but yeah, anyway, I heard today that. Well, I already did the one about the girl being dragged, that drag her out and all that stuff. But this is about the three content creators. But anyway, and it's also about taking up for my friend. Y'all know, y'all must not know, Tisa is a friend of mine. Okay, so that's why I take up for not a lie, because that's the agreement, just not a lie, but. You ain't gonna drag her name because she never ever, she had been knowing who Mia was. She didn't tell me. I don't know who she is. I mean, I know now since Tasha K, but I don't know. I don't know her name now. I didn't forget it because I did not write it down. The point of the matter is, Tisa's gonna tell y'all exactly. Because she don't mind, says she don't mind people talking about her, but you're not going to talk about her integrity, the way her mom and dad raised her, and I don't blame her, but I'm about to show y'all. Just 1 second. Let me get my darn thing right. Make sure I'm in. Sorry. Now. All right, because I don't want to slip up in here and say something slick and I miss it. All right, so anyway, this is not like a drag or nothing. I'm just talking loud. I've been rushing trying to do some videos today, y'all, man. But mama come first. Okay, so let me let y'all see what Tisa had to tell some of the. Y'all don't know Tisa had you locked up there. All right, let me let you go. Let me let y'all hear what she had to say. I like y'all to have. This is my evidence.
I gotta talk about what is going on in the Diddy trial. The judge said, and the prosecution said, that they had 3 content creators, 3 YouTubers that they are banning from the court. They have their pictures, they have their images, and they are banning the court because they doxed Mia. Now, I know, we just say something, right? And this is just between me and y'all, legal eagles, right? I know there have been so many things going on, but the prosecution is done playing with content creators. They are expecting the content creators to move accordingly. And the mess that they still have to go through, that we have to go through, we are going to be under the same thing the press is going to be under. Now listen, I know, sorry guys, I know there has been a little rumor going around. I don't know who started it. I don't care, but the feds are already on it, and they know that I dox Mia. But anybody knows that, baby, I am down for the essay. And also, I do want to let the content creators know that are making false accusations that literally emailing a courthouse and making those false accusations are, in fact, a federal crime. So as much as people want to sit there and make false accusations to get rid of the competition, baby, your numbers still don't match up and you still don't got views. And now you're probably going to catch a federal case for lying and emailing, but whatever. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this. I wonder who are the people that actually doxed Mia, because baby, when they find out, well, no, because you ain't never going to be in the courtroom and you are not going to be allowed outside the federal house. So let's just see what actually happened. Listen, book 'em, babies. One thing about me, baby, I will put you under the jail. Again, nice, sweet, but I will put you under the jail. Keep playing, and you know who you are. But anyway, let's get back into the things we do. Let's get back into the things. No, they didn't say it was academics. They said it was actually YouTube content creators. Daisha Jones, thank you so much. The funny thing is that these YouTube content creators that aren't getting any views and they're like scraping up little things. Just hear me out, right? Listen. There are certain YouTube, everybody's out here hustling. And 90% of people, I'm gonna give y'all a little tea on what's going on in the courthouse. Then we gonna get into how Diddy CFO destroyed Diddy, okay? It was actually really funny to see. It was literally a mic drop moment. And Mark Agnifilio, you should have never sent Mark Agnifilio in there to do Brian Still's job. Mark Agnifilio, he was feeling himself. He saw the way that Brian Still literally, to quote the prosecutors, humiliated Mia. And he stood up, Yana, I would like to talk. And he was like, is it? Now I'll give you a preview. He was like, is it not true that you never saw Sean Diddy Combs do any violence? And he was like, no, I haven't. And right when I said that, I put my pen down and I said, now, Mark, we all heard about Shakira Stewart. We all heard about Kurt Burrows. We all heard about Chris Lightly. We all heard about Steve Stout. And artists said when they were partnered with Bad Boy, are you really trying to tell us in 2025 on Al Gore's internet that Diddy, nobody in his office knew that mole was violent? I said, you're going a step too far, Mike Axenfilio. Sheer D, thank you so much for this super chat. All right, now get this, right? So then, this is where he messed up. He thought he was about to have a Brian Still moment, right? Hold on, because this was actually really funny. He said, hold on. He thought he was about to have a Brian Still moment. Mark Agnifilio walked his own self into a trap. He said, you've worked with Diddy for 19 years. He was like, yeah, absolutely. He said, he said, in your 19 years, did you see anyone help Diddy with crimes? He said, no, sir. I said, mofo, you're the chief financial officer. If there are crimes, and if there are financial crimes, you might be an accomplice. So are you really the best person to ask? I mean, I'm not saying he's the accomplice, but I'm just saying, I was like, Mark, this is a dangerous line of questioning. And if that was me and my boss was on thing for Rico and all that stuff, I've been like, why are you asking, did I ever see anyone help him commit crimes? I don't know nothing about this. Did you ever see him do any acts of violence? He hesitated. He was like, no, right? Then they said, right? Did you ever see any threats of violence? No. He said, see ya. He said, did you ever see any coercion? This was his answer. Can you explain that? He turned into me on the trial. Can you explain that? Mark Agnifilio, he still didn't realize, mofo, he didn't want to say it. He said, he said, can you explain what coercion means? Because your version of coercion might be different than my version of coercion,
that's how you
right?
get them.
And then he said might be different than my version of coercion. So then Mark Agnifili was like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me withdraw the question. I said, good thing, Mark, because you was about to, don't bring this Mark Agnifilio nonsense into this Brian Still victory for Mia, right?
Y'all, because I heard the prosecution tore them down today. They walked up in there, not playing. Once they got got the lady out and everything got back to normal. Yeah, the prosecution, I heard the prosecution walked up there and said, hey, Your Honor, we need to talk. Because they want to pull in Diddy's jailhouse conversations, right? With him and Mia. Yeah, so they can vindicate Mia because Mia was telling the truth the whole time. According to the freaking phone calls, y'all. Let's just keep going. Let's go.
Anyway, he said, did you ever see Sean Diddy Combs do any emotional, physical? See you, girl. I know tomorrow should be exciting. I love the loafers. Yeah, hopefully peaceful. Namaste. So listen, he was like, did you ever see any emotional, physical, or sexual abuse? I said, well, were you at the Holiday Inn, the motel? Like, what is going on, right? This wasn't Yeezy official because I think Yeezy would actually say, they said, did you ever see any signs of sex trafficking? I said, Mark, you are Kim right now. He said, what? Wait, come. You guys, we have an update. Jump in here. Mama, why don't you give your name?
Hi, I'm Mama Flip. How are you? Mama Flip Slot Channel. Love her. I've been watching it. I don't know what time you left. The decision that was made.
About the text messages.
About the text messages. So after they left now, so they're gonna remove the screens. We can't see them at all.
Yeah, so they're removing. So this is about Jane. I'll tell you in a second. But go on.
I just want to make sure that you were just aware of it. They're trying to argue it right now.
Yeah.
And the decision is that the overflow rule and the courts cannot see the texts and everything like that.
Yes.
So you have all that.
Yes, I did. But thank you, Mama Flip.
I just want to make sure that you have.
Thank you. See, this is why I love y'all, because y'all be making sure.
See, and that y'all think about what I'm gonna go ahead and say. Denied. I know y'all like Denied. I like Denied too sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes he irritates the crap out of me. But he's okay. The point of the matter is, I don't know why he's so fixated on TISA. Because Denied is like, well, okay. Okay, wait a minute. Like, yeah, TISA comes every morning and she just cuts the line like she is just this and that. But what I was gonna say, because I really forgot. But y'all see how she did not say TISA does not like black people. I doesn't like. So TISA had heard about that. She said, oh. She said, well, I got 4 black grandparents. I got 2 black parents. I'm black. So that means I hate myself. I hate my mom and daddy. I hate my grandparents. She said, F that stuff. And but she say the word. But do not stop it. TISA loves her culture. Miss Switch, say something about black people. Just say. Yeah, she loves her culture. I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just telling y'all that do not keep saying TISA don't like black people. How she not? She's black. Just because she got hazel eyes, it does not mean anything. Okay? People think I'm mixed with something. No, I'm black. Okay? But the point of the matter is, he just... But anyway, and the way she hugs and loves on, y'all see it. Y'all see. It ain't fake. But anyway, But y'all heard about that darn whoever, somebody sent a freaking fax to the judge trying to say that TISA did it. TISA this, TISA that to the judge. But TISA y'all, I don't know who it is, but I hate it for you because she knows, but she don't tell on, she don't do that. But she knows, and y'all, whoever it is, they gonna pay for that. They gonna pay. She'll say some more about it, but let's go ahead because I love hearing the way she explains what happened in the court. In court, yeah. Let me see. Let's see.
Sure, I get all the tea, but that's about Jane. I'll tell y'all about that in a second. There's so much tea to see. First, let's get to Mark Agnafilio out here embarrassing himself, right? He said, "Did you ever see him participate in sex trafficking?" I said, "He is a COO. His name is D-Rock. Did you ever see him engaged in prostitution?" The guy was like, no. He said, "Did you ever see him?" No, he said, "What about Diddy? You worked with him for 19 years. Did he teach you anything good? Did he teach you anything good?" He's like, "Well, he taught me hard work, long hours, what diligent effort meant. We worked around a lot of talented people. We were on a mission. We were part of a family, right? I learned so much of him. He has great business mind, high aggressive goals, right? He taught me the difference between just wanting to be successful and being number one." And I know Diddy's a monster, but even I was just like, you know what? Maybe I need to look into do I want to be successful or do I want to be number one? I want to be number one, okay? But then I said, you know what? This doesn't help Diddy's case. See you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. I said, this doesn't stop. It's like the last day of school. I'm like, bye, everybody. My mom's here. I got to go. Anyway, right? He said, "But what?" He said, but I said this in a note. But so what? Because most abusers' friends are shocked to hear that the person is beating their wives, beating their kids,
Right.
or if you're a woman, beating your husband. They are shocked to hear what actually goes on in someone's home life. And again, in court, whenever there is like a serial rapist or a serial murderer, there's always somebody, family friend or whatever, crying, saying, "Oh my God, they were such a good person." So who cares what your CFO says? But there's more, y'all. There's more, right? He was like, "So you feel like he pushed you? He pushed you to greatness?" He said, "Well, we work constantly. There's a difference." He taught me that the difference between being great and the greatest is caring. Was Diddy saying that when he had the burqa on from the head up and booty butt, neck and turn it down? Talking about, "I care, so you're the greatest freak off anyway." And he said, "You do your best work when you care about the outcome." Listen, and then I said, "But how are you gonna?" They said Sean Diddy Combs was somebody that worked constantly. I said, "You really didn't know this man. How much did y'all actually talk?" Because he had freak offs once a week, sometimes twice, even by his own records. He allegedly hurt Cassie. Well, he allegedly hurt Kim. He allegedly hurt Gina, according to what she said to Natasha K. See you guys. Bye. I was like, he left out. You guys cannot actually be serious about this, right? Then they tried to talk about Diddy's charter school. They were like, "Your Honor, objection." Now, here's the part where Mark Agnafilio literally tried to beat Brian Still a little bit too much. He said, "Let me ask you a question." He said, "Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question." I said, here he goes on his bullshit. He is feeling himself. He said, "Do you think highly of him?" Right?
Oh, Lord.
And the guy was like, "What?" He said, "In your personal experience, you say all these things about Sean Diddy Combs. Do you think highly of him?" When I say the guy sat there and going this.
Oh my God. And that was,
Let me rephrase. Do you think he's a good person? Do you think highly of him? The guy turned into Mia and was like, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. Mark Agnafilio was like, you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. No further questions, Your Honor. Diddy CFO. When Mark asked him that, when Mark asked him, "Do you think highly of Diddy? In your personal experience, do you think he's a good?"
wait a minute. Hey, Black Swan. This is if you read the thing, this is Valentine TV. I am doing a reaction to TISA But I am a tattletale of 4 years. So hey, how you doing? Please subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you so much. That's why I try to put it in all caps so people know it's just a reaction to TISA. Okay? Thank you though for coming by. Okay.
Good person. That man hit the mute button for 20 seconds. The whole court was like, wait, what? Literally, I was just like, oh, and why did you send Mark Agnafilio to do Brian Still's job? But you know what? We love to see it. No shade to Mark. Chantelli Lace, thank you so much for the super chat. George Jansen, thank you for the super chat. Also, Nunya B said Trump and Diddy have a fraternity Mason type of bond. I'll know about that. Also, designed by Phoebe said, if you need a mod, let me know. Lots of trolls. Those trolls are all Diddy bots. Ignore them. 997 said the surprise witness defended on her live. She said never do that. Shout out BJ Investigates. Tamara Sanders said you are hilarious. Thank you. Monica Flo, thank you for the super chat. Clarence Small said doing a great job. Be careful. Also, Tanisha 95, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, now let's talk about the way that there are certain irreputable content creators that are literally trying to take out the competition. First of all, I want to say this. For anyone dumb enough to think that me, the person that has been the spearhead of this whole Diddy thing, and before everybody jumped on the bandwagon and mainstream media was reporting it, I told y'all Diddy's going to jail. I said he's he's going to be under investigation. He's going to move to indictment. He's going to get arrested. I even said that he was in New York doing witness tampering, and he got arrested 3 weeks later. From the beginning in 2023, I have been Diddy's biggest critic. And I have been the person that, even though I've known so much about the case, I've never done anything to jeopardize the investigation. To think that me, with my views and my platform and my professional integrity, would have to do something so low down as to dox a victim, and my history on the way I am a tireless advocate for victims of SA. If anybody is stupid enough to believe a googly-eyed, like, lemur from, like, if anybody is dumb enough to believe that me, with my reputation, my integrity, but not even that, my live, my videos, that would be so low down as to dox an SA person, when y'all, I've known who Mia is for months. If I was going to dox someone, I would have doxed it months ago. I've known who Mia is. I know all Mia's tea. I've known all this stuff before any of y'all did. So for anyone to actually accuse me of doing that and someone to be dumb enough to believe it, ask yourself why you're dumb enough to believe it. But I do want to say this. I will give $5,000 to anybody that can find any footage. And baby, I pay my bills. I'm putting out all posts because, baby, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I will pay $5,000 to anyone, the first person, if 20 of y'all bring it at the same time, you can say, to show any evidence that I doxed anyone.
Thank you.
You got it. 5,000. Let that go. Run this and let this shit go viral. Exactly. I will pay 5,000 to anybody that can show any proof. The people that want to be dumb enough to believe these dumb lies and spread them around. Because listen, I don't care if people are jealous. I don't people care about if they talk about my hair, my face. I don't care. I don't care if they talk about how I'm annoying. They don't like. I don't give a damn. But one thing you won't do on this good God-fearing platform is find a way to try to eat away and disrespect all the hard work, integrity, investigation, and work I did to bring this case to the forefront and support to make sure monsters held accountable. That's what you're not gonna do. I don't care if you talk about me personal, but you will not insult my professional integrity and think you are going to start rumors and gossip, and I'm going to let that slide. I'm giving $5,000 for anyone that can find any proof. And the people that know that I did it, baby, come claim your $5,000, because judging the way you look and judging the way you dress, you could use the $5,000. I'll give you $5,000. Come. Come. I can't give you those followers you begging for. I can't give you those views you begging for, but I can give you the $5,000. So let's just do that. How about that? And baby, it's an open invitation. Tag me, put it on social media. Let's see this mess that dummies are dumb enough to believe. Again, I don't understand people. But I will say this, it's also coming to my attention, right? Listen, it's also, oh, thank you, B, for the message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Baby, the jealousy, y'all want these clicks, y'all want these views so you can get some money. I'll give you the
Thank you.
$5,000 cash. You don't got to get a video to go viral. I'll give you the 5,000. Matter of fact, I'll make that 10,000.
Thank
Anyone that can show me proof that I was the one that
you.
doxed Mia, and this that, baby, I'll give you 10,000 American cash expeditiously, right? Amina said, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere because Diddy is going to get life. Me singing that since 96. Exactly. Baby, I'll put it up to 10,000. 10,000. Give me some proof. I want to see it. Gina Patterson, thank you so much for the super chat. And Blue Sky said, TISA, we support you and love you. The Title Army is behind you.
Y'all better leave TISA alone. Stop. Dang. If you jealous of her, you just dang keep scrolling. Y'all are just that's just sick. She done threw $10,000 at you. Find something. Cause I already know she didn't do it. What is wrong with y'all? I watch all her lives. All of them. I've been with her 4 years or a little more over. Stop. Dang. She did not do it. Why did y'all? But she don't care about y'all talking about her hair, her voice, her none of that. But when you start talking about the job she doing, that's what got her hot. Okay, just leave her alone. Dang, everywhere I look, I see TISA's picture on everybody's thumbnail. I was like, this is crazy. It be people that don't even know her. They see one video and they go ahead and put her in the thumbnail. Like, man, it's just a trip. I trip. I say I ain't gonna even watch it. I just keep going. Man, y'all just stop. Leave her alone. Don't let her work. Shoot.
I know y'all are, but that's
Cause she giving the best darn content from the jailhouse. She giving the best darn content from the jailhouse. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody. That's why she's the only one I react to from the jailhouse. Okay, I mean the courthouse. Y'all stop. Y'all need to stop, man.
That said, don't feed these fucking trolls because that's all they want. But again, I ignore everything else, but one thing I won't do is somebody talking about my professional integrity. Now, one thing that has been brought to my attention too is that these people that want to, listen, Thundercat said jealousy makes people stupid. It's not jealousy. That's just like whatever. J.L. Bowser said, that's what you, yeah, set them haters straight. Baby, you got 10,000. Let this shit go viral, right? Pageant Mommy said for coffee, tea, or whatever while you're working. Thank you. I know one thing it ain't going. It's not going to pay for the fund of anybody that can tell me because you can't. And you got 10,000 and I always pay my bills. House of Wild said watching from the gym, sending you love. Yolanda West said love you, TISA. You're the absolute best. Thank you. Amalio, thank you. Also, T. Elise Smith said, read them down, TISA. Everybody can eat. Exactly. Yolanda West said, love you, TISA. You're the absolute best. Now, one thing that's really troubling, B. Dizzle said, TISA going in fury on their asses. Okay, let's play. Have you ever walked Henry down with a poker face? Also, Robin Lynn Griffith said, love you, girlfriend. I love you, too. Listen, baby, they can steal my joy. I'm going to be sitting there doing what? I will say this, right? One Sagittarius lady said she's standing 10 toes down on her side. And Lady Kiki said, you're not the one. You've seen them all. And also, I do want to say this. It's gotten so crazy that people are actually emailing judges' chambers because they want to make sure that the top people that are covering this case are banned from court. The only problem is that's a federal crime to lie, and judges and everybody talk to everyone. They're not just going to do something with no proof, unlike people's dumb followers. Sierra Mancy, thank you so much, and Giselle. Thank you so much. Also, Sun Moon Sagilik said, it wasn't you, it was a man. I just watched this video. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's get back to happy times now that we've did a little shimmy. Let's get back to happy times, right? Listen, Yana Artist 77 said, can y'all hear TISA in the back? Also, Gina Patterson said, sending love, they're just jealous. Okay, y'all, listen, Anastasia, AKA 1980. Listen, I don't care if people talk about me. I will just not let people besmirch my professional integrity, because as
That's
much as I
it.
be on here kikiing, I have a lot of integrity. My daddy raised me with a lot of integrity. My mama raised me with a lot of integrity, and that's the one thing I will 100% guard. Anyway, let's get back to Diddy and the way he literally got destroyed by his own CFO. How the hell did you bring somebody? Listen, Sarah said like the video and double tap. Listen, also Giselle, thank you for joining the family. How the hell do you bring your chief financial officer to be with you? Mark Agnifilio tries to turn him into a character witness, and when he says, do you think, let me ask you a question, based on your 19 years of experience, and the funny thing is, because the guy kept saying, yeah, he's an amazing businessman, he's this, he's that, right? He said, can you honestly say that, what did he say? Can you say that he's a good person? That you think he's a good person? And there was a 20-second pause. Like, I literally was writing and was like looking like, what is going on? Is the guy crying? What is taking him so long to answer? And he was just like, I, 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 how? Oh my God, Stephanie, Miss English. Thank you so much. Nicole Harris said, at the end of the day, game blank rock. It told me over the weekend AI is law. House of Wall said, I know that's right, integrity. So listen, how the hell did Diddy's your own again, Cherry, we are back on track. The prosecution came in today rolling up their sleeves like, Your Honor, we need to have a word. They literally said, also, they're about to rehabilitate Mia's testimony. They said, you know.
Wait a minute. Wait. Y'all, the reason I'm letting TISA cook, okay? I'm letting her talk longer than normal without cutting her off because people are messing with her. Leave her alone. She is not doing this stuff. TISA, I promise y'all, TISA is not that kind of person. People just ain't got nothing else to say about her. Nothing. I mean, she got sources that we don't even know about, that she knows stuff months in advance. You know what I'm saying? Names and all. And she don't even tell that, you know? But anyway, that's why I'm letting her cook so long, okay? Yeah, so y'all, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and share the video so we can get it out, because TISA done put $10,000 if you can find where she doxed me up, because I promise you she haven't, because I've done a reaction to all her videos and no, she has not. All her courthouse videos too. All right. Anyway, so leave TISA alone. Especially, I see, I even tell her, I don't care if they talk about me either. Maggie don't know nothing about TISA. How she gonna put TISA in a freaking thumbnail? You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know about TISA and Denot, and she know Denot. So she gonna put TISA in there with Denot and Jean. But I didn't even listen to it. I don't even listen to them, y'all, because I know it's crazy. It's just crazy. TISA's the best coverage. I'm trying to tell you from the courthouse. I don't care. Hands down. I mean, she really is. Exactly. Black Swain. No, she sure isn't. And they just stop. If you're jealous, stop watching her. If her voice irritates you, stop watching her. I done heard all of that about her. And y'all probably saying it about me, but I do not care either. As y'all probably know, I don't even care, because I don't even take notes. I just say what I'm thinking, right? But y'all just, she's so cool. If y'all just watch it, y'all find she's cool. She is. All right, let's get back to it.
What? Since Sean Diddy Combs wants to run his mouth, Elaine K4 said, keep up the great work. Thank you. Since Sean Diddy Combs wants to run his mouth about what he heard in Mia's line, and since the defense team wants to implicate Mia and imply that she's lying, well, guess what? You opened the door, and we have jailhouse phone calls from Diddy that we want to play in court that corroborates every single thing that Mia has been saying. When they did that, the defense was like, they woke up. Titty Garagos popped up. Because every time you see Titty Garagos pop up, you know she is about to be like, Your Honor, if I remember requestfully say, she popped up, like woke up. And the prosecution, all the girls, the 6-pack of women were looking like, now what? Now what? Now what? The judge is like, well, why would I have to do that? Do I really need to rule on that? They were like, yes, you do, Your Honor. And he was like, on what basis? They were like, Your Honor, this is improper. It doesn't matter. They went to town, and the judge said that they will admit some portions of Diddy's jailhouse calls.
That's
Now,
right.
now clock that key. Now, listen, Victoria Otta Harpendine, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Also, Devon Ballard said, TISA, you're awesome. Diddy seems like a real-life Nina Brown. A real-life Nina Brown. Rhonda Jamin said, I watch a lot of coverage. You are the best. Thank you so much, right? Also, Pepita, what's going on? Also, Tony Pettiford Smith said, young lady, I sit and wait to hear your update. Keep up the great work. I love it. Also, Illegal Paralegal said, we're here to stay no matter what. Baby, thank you. Chef Sky said, been watching you from work since the beginning. Got my kitchen staff tuned in every day. Keep it up. Thank you. And Max Hammer said, keep up the good work. We got you. Okay, so prosecution came in and said, hold on a second. Goldie 526 said, TISA, you have more integrity and who's than any CC out there. We love you, girl. Keep on going. Hugs and kisses.
Look, let me tell y'all this too. It is somebody that is across it may be like just across the street, but somebody came on her super chat or something like that, so she'd have to see it, and told her that somebody was spying on her from across the way. It's somebody over there that's videoing her while she's doing this live right here. Okay, and that's spooky. But to be clear and let y'all know also, she has a few bodyguards that are in plain clothes somewhere. They there, they around her. They with her at all times. Okay, all right. But anyway, it's somebody that's there and over there filming TISA while she's doing this live right here, and she didn't even know. But yeah, we gonna tell her whatever we see. Sure is. Cause I would email her and shoot, yeah. We talk. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, let's see.
Thank you. Prosecution walked in and said, wait a damn. Your Honor, man, we have a word. I was like, I knew they were on something because they were bobbing up like bobbleheads. One would have a thing, 2 would have a thing, and they wanted it on the record. They were mad about what happened with Mia, but it's also, I think they were mad because they're like, yo, Mia got humiliated.
Yeah.
Jolanta K, thank you so much for the super chat. And Eunice Hernandez, thank you so much. So anyway, right? Where is it? They said that it's payback. They said that they flagged the cross-examination of Mia. They said since they wanted to sit there, listen, Alaquandria, what's up? Said it's bigger than Nino Brown, TISA. Exactly. They said since Brian Steele, Tara Moses, thank you so much for the super chat. Said since Brian Steele wants to bring up Mia's her social media posts and all this stuff, we have Diddy's jailhouse calls that prove that Mia was telling the truth, all right? They were having discussions about his birthday. They were having discussions about the way everybody had to post. They were having discovered thing on how to flip people and do this, right?
See?
And listen, and Mark in the defense counsel was like, Your Honor, why is this relevant? The prosecution wasn't done. They said it's relevant to offer the cause in corroboration, right? Because you felt compelled to hammer Mia about some birthday posts. Let's talk about those birthday posts. Because you wanted to imply to the jury that Mia must be lying because she posted those pics, right? Well, baby, guess what? This is an opportunity to change the... You need to stop listening to those blogs because you are not going to catch me slipping. Kim B said, just shaking the table, sis. Keep going, TISA. Let's go. And Donna Smith said, love you, girl. You're smart and gorgeous. What a combo. Oh, y'all be capping me up. And I love it. Thank you so much, Illegal Paralegal, for sending a super chat. And Ann FJ311 said, hey, girl, who's the lady you bumped into today in the elevator? She got on YouTube outside of court talking smack. I don't like her. I don't know. Anyway, what are you talking about in the courtroom? Girl, anyway. Victoria, I don't know. I wish you love and light. Mwah. Right? Victoria Otto Harpending, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. And Dre Talks, thank you so much for gifting memberships. Hey, what's up? What's going on? No, still going live. What's going on? Oh, I'll probably be done in like 20 minutes. Why, are you going to be out for so long? You have my number, right?
You were going to text me.
Oh, here, write it down. I'll text you. This is my phone. The other one doesn't have service. It's only for filming. Hold on. Write it right here, and as soon as I'm done, I'm going to 100% send you a text. Hold on. Networking. So, yeah. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Okay, come say hi. Get a load of this guy. Hold on, get a load of this guy.
Hi, TISA.
Do y'all know who is this? Give yourself just a shout out. Y'all know who he is. On New York One, what we got going on here?
Jay Dow, Pix 11 News, and I'm trying to get you on Pix 11.
Oh,
I'm definitely going to be on Pix 11, but this is New York's #1 homegrown station, Pix 11.
Jay Dow TV.
Yes.
And TISA Tells.
Yes, J Down TV.
Tell me what happened in court this morning.
Oh my God, I told you guys about that. So basically, to reenact the chokehold, somebody, literally 4 deputies had to jump on one person, and she was rocking them. And she literally had to, she was dragged out of court, and she literally said, pull your MFing guns. And it looked like she was trying to go for one of the things guns. When that happened, I got up and tiptoed. When I heard her yell something about a gun, hey, how you doing? Hell yeah, I was scared. I literally ran so far away and was like, okay, where's the ricochet not gonna hit? Now, mind you, I just got up and moved 4 rows over. But it was a lot. When you hear in a courthouse somebody talking about you laughing at Diddy's legacy, what legacy? He made the Harlem Shake. It's not that serious. He did not invent cold fusion. You know what I'm saying? So when she started talking all that crazy stuff and then said about a bang bang, yeah. But yeah, so.
TISA, I gotta run.
Okay, it was good seeing you.
We're gonna connect?
Listen, right after you get off, I'm gonna text you. All right. Okay? All right. So you gotta go around. They close that off. Okay. So hold on, guys.
Y'all heard that? He wants TISA to be on it there, the TV news, whatever that is. I don't know, but they say it's the #1. I guess is it just in New York? Anyway, congratulations, TISA, if you do it. Or just getting offered, you know?
Yeah, it was a lot. I did a live about it if you guys want the dramatic replay, but if you guys just want to hear about it, yeah, it was a kerfuffle, right? Yolanda Blocker said, you burning my behind with this poppin' hot tea. You're the best and solid, T said, thank you. Also, Millie Wop said, we love your integrity and professional, so keep going. I actually think that person that was talking live, she was the person that was thrown out. She's banned from the courtroom. I will say this, the judge should have got arrested to send a message for anybody that would do that mess. Doreen Pate said, girl, we know you would have never doxed me ever in my life. Asaibu 500, thank you so much for the super chat. Also, hold on. Where are we at? I'm missing one more super chat. Let me go. Because let me tell you something. One thing that I love about you guys is you guys have really, really helped me build this platform. So you guys enable me and help me with the super chats. Latasha Leon said he was impressed by you. You guys enable me with the super chats to be able to allow to create a safe space for my integrity. We grew slow. We are small but mighty. But I really love this family we created because y'all got integrity, I got integrity, and you guys never press me to ever step that line. Yes, I'll be messy. Yes, I'll tell a joke. But would I ever do anything that low? You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for allowing me a safe space to actually stand in my integrity and never make me choose between my integrity and a view. Baby, they go hand in hand. Right. Lush, thank you so much for being a tattletale. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so where are we at?
Cause y'all remember when TISA was a freaking avatar? All of that. And when she used to do I think she started with the housewives and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm too far away. I'm in the country. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. So I don't have connections like that, y'all. So I'm just growing slowly. Happy though.
Oh, so I have issue of violently removed. Oh, so anyway, there was a huge issue in the courtroom. Oh my God, Zyra Minna said, I hope the prosecution follows your lead and they don't take their foot off their necks. Baby, the prosecution came in
I
gassed
knew
up.
they was
They came in there with fire today. I think they were literally watching the footage and
yeah,
recalling me as testimony and was getting madder and madder and madder. They came in on fire and did what needed to be done. Your commentary is seriously the best. Me and my son, oh, 9, stay saying Yana all day long. He runs into the room when he hears your voice. That's what's up. Thank you so much for the generous super chat, Zyra. Also, Kevin Dow said, thanks for keeping it 100. You are the best. Thank you. Also, Mary Quinlan, thank you so much for your super chat. Hibiscus Rose said, we love you, TISA. You give me hope. Oh, Hibiscus, I hope things are going better for you. Just remember, we love you. The universe loves you. God loves you. And as soon as you can just let go of that trash, you're going to be in a better place.
I find that the people's channels, in my opinion, just mine, are better when you are yourself. Just be yourself. Like me. I don't have a script. I mean, I may have to start writing one. If once I try to become a content creator on my own instead of reactions, because I don't really need notes for reactions sometimes, but nah, I'm just gonna say what I feel when I get ready, okay? But I'm letting TISA cook because people mess. Well, leave her alone, okay? You got $10,000 up. Say ain't nobody got it yet, huh? But no, I'm just letting her go ahead and do her thing. But she's about done now, okay? All right, but yeah, somebody watching her from across the way. It's a trip.
Also, Fumilayo Mitchell said, can't wait to see you get an Emmy for this coverage, girl. Speak it into existence. Wanda Perez said, TISA, how did Diddy's mom react when they mentioned her name? Keep reenacting because you make me laugh so much. So I couldn't see Mama Combs, but y'all want to hear a funny story? All right. Now this might have been my imagination, but let's do these things. Little yes. Tattletale family said, I like you better than Nancy Grace. No, Nancy Grace is the OG. I'm trying to get on Nancy Grace show. Nana7 said they need to invite you for a segment on the show. I would love that. B Dizzle said, who in the ham sandwich want to go to jail for Diddy's legacy? That is not a flex at all. Like, get real. That's what I said. Besides make a few party songs, what has Diddy done? I'm really confused. Samila K said, you're such a lovely human. We're small but mighty. Where's the ricochet not going to hit? That's what I was thinking. Also, Paula Flores said, do you think the pardon talk is to deter more victims or people with information from coming forward? Absolutely. Will it? I don't think so. Because I would need a pardon. But I do think that these victims are watching the way that Mia was treated about them coming forward. And now I see why Gina didn't want to get on the stand. I know I called her dumb every 6 ways of Sunday, but I take these back and I apologize to Gina because now I see why she didn't want to get on the stand. Also, Betty Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. And Rochelle Olsep, Maloha, mahalo. Yo, have you guys, I know that's Hawaiian, but have you guys ever watched The Whale Rider? You guys have to, I will say this, if you don't feel like crying, don't watch it. But there is a movie called The Whale Rider.
Y'all, every time I try to skip a little bit, I mess up. So y'all, please pray for me. Pray for us.
Straighten my posture. Great coverage. Diddles is going down. Last super chat, Maria Bardinez. Thank you so much. And Miss Terminator, thank you so much. Okay, let's go. Oh, California girl living in the Louisiana world said, TISA, I love your reporting. Okay, yeah. All right, so thanks for the commercial break. Let's get back into this. Anyway, now I'm walking through. There was a huge issue in the courtroom. She was violently removed. She said, pull your MF and got out. I heard that, and I literally went, whoa. And I was looking like, where is the ricochet? You know, my dad used to always take me to the range to get my shot, right? To know what I'm doing. But when I see that, I was just like, I popped up so quick because they were right behind me. I don't know why I be minding my business and mess just find me.
Yeah.
It happened right behind me. 4 U.S. Marshals jumped on her, being like, no. And they had her in this, that, and they were trying to push her out the door, and she was rocking them. It was really a struggle. I said, oh my God, right? And then she said, pull your MF and gun out. Do it.
I know this is right.
Literally, all you heard was those heels going, It was a mess, right? There were
So
4
let her
marshals that had to
reenactment
drag her
of
out,
it.
right? And she was screaming, they're making fun of your legacy. They're trying to destroy your legacy. They're laughing at your legacy. Again, listen, again. Anyway, let's get into what Mr. Garcia proved. Mr. Garcia approved in court that Diddy did bribe, that Diddy broke things, and that he used this criminal organization. KK, we got to see whether KK is going to be testifying for
I
Diddy
know.
or for the prosecution. But KK, she was all up in there. She helped. And D-Rock,
Y'all, which put in the comments if y'all think KK gonna be on the prosecution or is she gonna be on the defense side? KK. Because y'all remember when it first all got started, KK deleted out everything. She was, well, they can get it back, but she deleted everything. She just scrubbed everything she thought clean. But and then D-Rock, I don't know what he gonna do. I think he everybody keeps saying that Diddy is the only one. Why is Diddy the only one? Diddy is not the only one. Look, Diddy did not take the deal. Everybody else took a plea deal. Diddy didn't take the deal, you know. But I'm gonna tell you, Diddy's sitting there by herself right now. Okay, once they're done with Diddy, then the next co-conspirator, like maybe D-Rock, he'll be sitting there, right? And then if KK's still there after D-Rock, KK will be sitting there. Everybody, it's not like this. They ain't gonna just sit them all together like they did in YSL case. No, all of them in there at the same time. No, they doing one at a time. So that's why I be tripping when they say, "Why Diddy the only one? Why is he the only one?" He's not. They doing them one at a time. That is it. That's all. Okay. So, all right, let's go.
definitely coordinated and definitely helped. They signed NDAs. The NDAs were on the Combs Global. They signed NDAs and the NDAs were on the Combs Global. I said, what the hell? What the hell? Listen to what happened. And guess this. This guy, Eddie Garcia, he seems very, very honest, right? He said that in the elevator, Diddy was like, yo, so what you gonna do with the money? And he was like, I don't know, sir. Because the whole time he thought Diddy was about to murk him. He is a clean-cut kid. He is a clean-cut kid. He is a clean-cut kid. He never had anything like that happen to him. He really thought like, what the hell? What the hell? And he was so scared, right? So anyway, Diddy looked at him and said, don't spend it all. No, he said, what did he say? Hold on. Diddy looked at him and said, because I wrote this down.
Yeah, he gonna bribe somebody.
He said,
tell him how to spend it.
What are you going to do with all that money? He said, don't make any big purchases. This is all legal, and you're telling somebody don't deposit in the bank, don't make any big purchases, and this is legal. Okay, Diddy.
Yeah.
They said that on top of that, Diddy, which I would have been scared to do, Diddy made them give them pictures of their photo ID in order to buy a tape. Again, Eddie ain't built for the streets. Cause I've been like, wait. You want me to do something illegal for you? You want me to take a cash payment? You want me to assist in money laundering? And now you want me to give you my government ID? If you don't get out of my face, do you want this tape or not? Do you want this tape or not? Because I think the LAPD would be very happy to see it, you know? Melody Lopez said, girl, you are shining like a superstar. Thank you. Woody Johns, thank you so much for that first super chat on your stream. And also, Rue Mariah, thank you so much for the super chat, right? Also, B Dizzle said, it took 4 U.S. Marshals. Was she John Wick?
Yeah,
that crazy hit that adrenaline, oddly enough. Sharina Epps, thank you so much for the super chat. Dolores Camera, thank you so much. Also, AOH, thank you so much for the super chat. Tiana Taylor said, you make my whole day. Such a genuine and beautiful spirit. Yana, what the hell? What the helly? What the holly berry? Okay, right? So anyway, they said that he asked, I'm doing something legal for you and you need my government. Baby, do you want this tape or not? Because I think the LAPD would be very, very interested to see it. You got 10 minutes to decide. Matter of fact, tell KK forget that tea. Because he was like, yo, you drink tea. And the kid was so young and naive, making $10.50 an hour as a security guard. he said that when Diddy was like, yo, you want some tea? He was like, where I'm come from, we don't drink tea. He said that he was so nervous that his voice was cracking. Now, the funny thing about this is, as much as they try to act like this is normal, the kid as much as they were acting like, you want to get alive? As much as they were acting like this was normal, the kid, I see you with your Hermes slides. Okay, exactly. As much as they were acting, as much as they were acting like that was normal, why would the kid be cracking? And he said when Diddy followed him out, he walked behind him, and the kid just thought that he was about to be like, "Kabah!" and get thrown into like the Hudson River. He really thought he was about to be the episode of Breaking Bad, and I don't believe I believe him, right? Anyway, again, you got 5 to 10 minutes to tell me if you want this tape or not. No, you're not getting my ID, and I'm not signing an NDA. But you know who will pay $100K for this? TMZ. Play me if you want. That's why I don't understand. How, like, again, you got a clean-cut kid that didn't know. Didn't know. Anyway, right? Where else are we? Let me just do one more thing. Yes, I am Leo. You remember that. You said you grew your loyal base organically, so glow up. Oh, thank you. We gonna see this mountain together. Robin said that woman that cut up in court today is the type of woman that births narcissist sons. Diddy's legacy is him tormenting the world. Exactly, but even if it wasn't, like, you gonna act like someone that made a song changed your life? I promise you, if you Google black billionaires,
ain't no way I would ever bust up in a jail. They could have locked her up, but they did not. They didn't. Dang, is she? Oh my God, they must. I don't know. I heard that she's done it before, and they know her, and I don't know. But Denot got a little clip of him and her talking about what happened, so they didn't even lock her up. They letting her still out here talking. So I don't know.
Black scientists, black teachers. How about you just Google your black parents? I promise you there's people in this world that's made a bigger impression than Diddy. Rue Morea, thank you so much for the super chat. Andy Robertson, thank you so much. Also, Yana, thank you so much, Woofy. CNN, Savvy Biz, thank you so much. And Architects of Heaven said, Rotten Mango says there's fake followers there coming up, showing love, then asking weird questions, praying over you and the other YouTubers reporting now.
There you go.
That part.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Rotten Mango, Stephanie Sue. That MFing part. That MFing part. Phoenix Black said, love your commentary. Your dedication is appreciated. And Amber Reed said, you plus James need your own show. I love James. He is a cutie patootie. But all jokes aside, there have been people coming up asking really, when I say weird questions, it's just like, hi, my name is TISA. And Gucci, like, when you're like, hi, my name is TISA. Nice to meet you. They're like, really, what's your blood type? What? What hospital were you born in? Excuse me? What elementary school did you go to? And you're just like, okay, this is, I will say one thing to all the content creators. Normalize lying to people that's in your business for no reason. Normalize it. Tell them you're from planet Saturn, Pluto, Mars, right? Arena said, oh my God, I caught it live. Tisa, go off. Okay, so anyway, right? So the kid traded that. Diddy paid $50,000 cash and bought a money counter like it was Breaking Bad to count all the money. Why do you have $100,000 cash in your house? And don't tell me it's because, shut up, Diddy run 1 million businesses. Why do you got 100,000 cash in your thing, right? Oddly enough, after this was all over, the kid literally tried to reach out to Diddy. I thought he was going to say extort him, right? The kid tried to reach out to Diddy like a few years later, Diddy, to see if he could get a security job. Diddy never got back to him. I know that God, he wished he had picked up that call and not left it on red, right? Diddy kept asking him. He was like, Eddie, you're my angel. Are you okay? How you doing? He said his voice kept cracking. Hi, Mr. Combs. Here's the flash drive, right? He said, because his voice was cracking, he said, yo, KK, bring him some tea. And I wish I had been there to be like, Eddie, don't drink the tea. Don't drink the tea. Don't drink the tea. Don't drink, eat, or touch anything Diddy give you. Just sit there. I am fine. No, thank you. Matter of fact, don't even come in because people have been saying that Diddy be into like spiritual warfare and stuff. Just stand on the court, like on the curb with like a cross raised up, wear some garlic, and I don't know, get into African mythology. You need to form a circle, right? So he was like, he said, do you like tea? Mr. Combs, where I'm from, we don't drink tea. He said, oh, he said, you know what, KK, go get him some of that tea I like, right? Go get him some of that
My
tea
God.
I liked. Also, Tanita and Delico, thank you so much for joining the family. And the Sugar Case said, TISA, you never fail us. Much love from the Sugar Case. Thank you. And a sister from New Jersey said, I love your energy. Please keep being you. I will. And Miss Mona, thank you so much. Okay, so listen. Then Diddy turned on him after KK scurried out to get some tea. And he turned on him. He was like, yo, do you got it, right? Del Peterson said, TC, you're doing a great job. Stay safe. He looked at him. He's like, yo, you got it, right? And he said, yes, Mr. Combs. Here you do. Here you go. And he lifted up the USB and passed it to him. But then Diddy's bodyguard, probably trying to do his job, but you just got caught in a RICO case, got the USB and said, I'll give it to him and hand it to Mr. Combs. I wonder if these people are looking back 10 years later and being like, damn, why didn't I just let him pass him the USB and I could have been out of it? Why did I need to be in the room? Why did I need to bring him up in the elevator? I know that's what they're doing, right? Also, Rue Maria said, watching all daily, all the way from the UK. I'll be done soon. And also, Queen Reen said, Diddy and KK were possibly trying to poison Mr. Garcia with the tea. Yana, listen, I don't know if they were trying to poison him. Listen, I will say rejection is protection. Mr. Garcia is lucky that he wasn't Diddy's type. Because you know Diddy.
You got that right. I hope he didn't drink nothing, though, cause with Diddy and KK there, man, please. But she's about to find out, and she's about done. Yeah, we're about done right in a minute.
He would have been like, I know a way you can make an extra 50,000 if you're down for it. Sheila Turner, thank you so much for joining the family. Amina said, Keith D, I hope they bring that out as well. And Anne-Marie, thank you so much for the super chat. Sheila Turner, thank you. Danielle said, hey, love, if Mia's name starts with blank, you accidentally said her name. I did not. Anyway, right? And Irma Medina said, love your commentary. Tisa is going places. Anyway, right? So where are we at, right? So where are we at, right? With Mia. Oh, so listen. She said, I believe so, okay? And she said there only had to be one copy, right? They said, ask about the cloud, right? Called Mondrana. He called his boss and asked if it was only one copy. He said, yeah, it is. He said, but the guy even said to him, I'm really concerned about the police because even if we do this and Cassie makes a police report, we can all get into trouble. Joel Hodge, thank you so much for the super chat. They said we can all get into trouble. He said, don't worry about this. She wants this done. He called Cassie on FaceTime, right? It was a very short call. He said Cassie had a hood covering her face. You know why she had a hood covering her face? Because Diddy had just beat her days ago. Sheila Turner, thank you so much for the super chat, right? He told Cassie, let him know you want this to go away. Then he said hello, right? And then Cassie said hello. She said that, he said, Diddy told him, yo, Cassie got a movie coming out. She wants this to go away. Diddy asked for everybody's ID, right? He's nervous. They didn't know what to do. Diddy paid them $100,000, right? And then he followed them out, paid the thing. The guy was so scared, driving away, and he was looking in the thing to actually see if he was being followed. There was an NDA given, okay? The NDA had Diddy's thing like Combs, Globe, or whatever on the agreement. And it was concerning the company and protecting the company. The kid said he didn't read the NDA. He said he didn't copy of NDA. You know that if you sign an NDA, you're supposed to get a countersigned copy or else I don't think the NDA is valid. Tara Grant said, I work at Yale University at the chef at my...
I did not know that you're supposed to get a copy of NDA, y'all. I did not know all this time because nobody's ever said it. Just first time I heard it. Well, when I watched it just an hour ago or so.
Job, knew Cassie as a child. She was best friends with his little sis. His mom is so sad for her, what she has been through. Exactly. Everybody that knows Cassie is like, yeah, that was a lot, right? On top of that, we got Natalie Glover said, haters gonna hate, keep shining, girl. You're a star. Thank you. And Rena said, new station should hire you as a consultant. I would love that. Again, here's what I want to know. How do you have an NDA written if you didn't think, right? There go your boo. There go your boo. how are you going to have an NDA written, right? How are you going to have an NDA written and ready? Yes. How are you going to have an NDA written? How are you going to have an NDA written if this is the first time you did this? How do you have an NDA doing all that stuff, all right? He gave 100K. That was 50K. Shim Rose said, thank you for all you do. Thank you. Let's see. They bought a car for 30,000. Happy eat. Listen. So anyway, after he bought the car for 30,000, he said he didn't report the money on taxes, why he got immunity. There were no bank deposits. The incident report in office was deleted. He double checked. Diddy reached out on Easter and was like, yo, happy Easter. Eddie, my angel. God put you in my life for a reason.
Oh my God.
And you know what? Never have truer words been spoken. Watkins, thank you so much. Eddie, God did put you in Diddy's life for a reason. And look at God's glory. God did put you in.
You can't beat that one. Yep, God put you right there for a reason, buddy. I love it. Love it.
Diddy's life for a reason. Diddy, you actually knew. You just didn't know that God had plans. God had plans. And look at God's glory, Diddy.
Yep.
Eddie's in your life, testifying for you. Pray all praises due, right? He said, and so then Diddy was like, yo, did anyone ask anything? And he said, no, they didn't. I'm going to take one of these chipmunks or squirrels home, whatever they are. They are so cute. And he said, okay. And then Diddy said, okay, if you need anything, let me know. Okay. Now, here's the thing about Eddie being so earnest. He said that was in 2016. He said after Easter 2018, he sent a message to Diddy. I thought he was going to say the message was like, yo, where's that guap? Where's that gelt? Where's my money, right? Because why not go double dip? You know what earnest, sweet Eddie Garcia said? He said, hello, he inboxed Diddy in IG because he found out that the number that Diddy was calling him from was a burner account. Mind you, Diddy found his number. He didn't contact Diddy, but that number was a burner account. So he had no way to get in touch with Diddy, so he IG messaged him. And he said, hi, Mr. Combs. I was wondering if there's any work opportunities in security you might have for me. He said, Diddy never responded. I said, Eddie, you're so wholesome. You didn't even know to extort that man. You were so, but then again, don't extort Diddy. According to, what's her name, people be ending up in the, crap are gonna cry, people be ending up in the East River. Oh. Anyway, SP said, people need to put some respect on TISA's name. She's amazing at her craft and does it with so much grace and respect. Lovely right. TISA. Oh my God, do you think trial will end next week? Seems to be moving fast. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh, hold on, you guys. This is breaking news. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait. That's anyway. We'll talk about that later because now people are saying that it was maybe Diddy's team that did that with the Mia stuff and now they're blaming anyone, but we don't know, right? Because this happened yesterday. Hold on. Yeah. They said that there was a short glitch in the courtroom feed exposing Mia's real identity. It wasn't a glitch. The Diddy's team submitted the unredacted video and it should have been redacted. Anyway, Lady Shia said, we have your back. The other day, someone falsely accused you of outing Mia and jumped all over the person. What's your email? I'll send you snap. Baby, don't worry. Thank you so much for having my back, but I've said my piece. I can't respond to, I really appreciate you guys having my back. Yeah. But again, the truth is always louder than a lie.
TISA don't like
the truth is always louder than a lie, and eventually the noise calms down because there's nothing to it. Yolanda Bolcher said, listening from Newfoundland, Canada. Oh, Canada. Thanks for your coverage. Keep up the fabulous work. Thank you so much. Oh, also, Intravidi Patana said, your analysis of Mia yesterday was so on point. Thank you for your daily coverage. I'm here for it. Thank you so much. Also, the Paris Dream said, did anyone say how CNN got the tape? It was sold. It was sold. So when they told Diddy that they had destroyed all copies, here's the thing. Everybody in the security room, some of them like Flores and Maldonado, Garcia, and that other guy, they had sold the tape. But they forgot that other guy had taken a screen recording of that tape. So he'd go home and show his wife. So they didn't know that there was another copy floating around. And when that shit popped up, the other guy nobody knew that he had taken a screen recording of not screen recording, but a video of the video, had sold it to CNN. Again, everybody was trying to get paid. Caroline Cassell said, TISA, there's an old video with Nip, Diddy, and Lauren Cassidy listening to Nipsey music
Oh yeah.
where there's some comments back and forth between Diddy and Nip, so you can comment on it later. Just curious in comments. I saw that video, and it looked like Diddy was falling in love with Nipsey, right? Just swimming.
Y'all, go look at my second reaction back. I have it too. But Cassidy was in there, but the way it was looking right then, like TISA had it, yeah. I'm saying, look at Diddy. Look at his lips, zooming in on Nipsey, but Nipsey wasn't paying Diddy any attention. Then Diddy gonna say, gonna try to tell Nipsey about, because they just made a album or something, and Diddy tell me, and there will be no clapping. Nipsey said, I'm gonna clap all day long, all night long. All night long. And he started clapping. Then he looked over there at this girl, told her to clap. She started clapping. You know, shoot, Nipsey, Diddy wasn't ready for Nipsey. But anyway, let's go.
Hold on a second. Okay, they were just swimming in it. Paris Sama, thank you so much for the super chat. I very much appreciate it. And DMV Sister said, great job. We love you. Thank you so much. But anyway, so to answer your question, I saw that video. I did some commentary on it. But to me, it looked like Diddy was just being a creep. Nipsey Hussle is vibing with the music, feeling good, doing this and that. He don't even know that he got Diddy zooming in while he's licking his lips. Ugh, Diddy is yucky. Yeah. Anyway, right? Listen, the court said also, Your Honor, they're on top of it. They're not going to have another Jane situation. They are on it. They are not going to have another Jane situation. A Mia situation. They said they are putting everything behind a screen. Not even people in the courtroom can see it, right? Again, I have tea on who Jane is, but I will not dox Jane. Why? One, I don't need to. Y'all don't come here to see me dox victims of SA. Y'all come here to see me act a fool. All right, so anyway, right? Listen, they said that so anyway, they have proven bribery, and they have proven that he used company funds and his top level people to that. Thulia Law, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, also, let me get into this, right? There was a few other things that happened with Jane. I want to skip to that. They were arguing over whether they can show D-Rock's text, right? It was D-Rock's texting Diddy saying, yo, Cass is eating. I'm about to ice her up. She keeps asking for you. I told her to chill out. She's looking for you. They said that Justin saw, again, off the record, Justin saw, these are the texts. It's not been verified to be true. So these are the texts that they're arguing
That's
to get
why
in.
I like it. It's not very
Justin, Diddy's son, saw Cassie with a black eye. They told Justin that a fight broke out into the club. They said Cassie is calling the studio and everywhere looking for you, Diddy, right? And Diddy was like, he ain't messing with her. Imagine blocking somebody out, keeping it in, you talking about, I ain't messing with you. Arena said, any thoughts on Jay-Z? Do you think he knew anything? Jay-Z hasn't come up in the testimony. Diddy needs to say something. If you see something, say something. At this point, everybody's throwing other people's name in it, but you know who isn't throwing people's name in it? Diddy. And he's the one that knows everything. Anyway, they said that D-Rock was texting them, allegedly, that these are supposed to be tips, but it's unclear. She's about to lay down. She's not asleep yet. She keeps calling you. She keeps calling you, right? The judge then said, we cited in an email, China Gemini said, this June, Gemini celebrated her 50th birthday. Happy birthday, mama, and missed all your lives. I'm in there today, though, since you're getting ready to go global. Thank you. Thank you so much, and happy birthday, twin. Where have you been? Okay, so listen. They said that at worst, it is an agency. At best, it's an agency statement, right? At worst, it is an admission by a co-conspirator, right? When I said that, I said, is D-Rock indicted also? You talking about co-conspirator, right? Bless you.
That's what I'm talking about. D-Rock, yeah, Diddy's just sitting there by himself because it's just his turn. But after him, then it'll be another person sitting in that darn seat. And then another one sitting in that darn seat. Everybody else took plea deals. Even Cassie. Cassie was guilty of stuff, was threatening. They threatened her to go to prison also. but she took that darn plea deal. Just like everybody that's testifying took the plea deal. So I don't know if KK did or D-Rock did, but if they didn't, they're going to be sitting right where Diddy at, and they're going to be calling up witnesses on them. Okay? Diddy just the first one. He didn't take the plea deal. He didn't take it. Because he's, 55? He'd been like 65. Probably would have got out earlier with good behavior. Yeah. Something like that. So, don't get mad. I mean, to me, he should live in there forever. But saying beating, kicking, turning men into taking manhoods. Man, no. Ain't no way.
Shouts at TISA tells of your name under my logo limited t-shirt. Thank you. And Jeanette Anderson, thank you so much for the super chat, right? They said, also, Theodore lost at TISA. What's up? Showing love all the way from South Africa. Okay, so they said that at the very least, these are agents' personal musings. And they said it doesn't satisfy the exception. They're trying to see if they can get all of D-Rock's texts about Cassie admitted. Anne-Marie said, Razor Ray's standing in front of you and he's streaming you. Who's Razor Ray's?
Listen.
I don't see anybody.
Who's Razor Ray?
Security. Anyway, right? D-Rock. They said there's additional. Oh, they said so. The defense. Defense said, right? Oh, thank you, also Antonia Strollman, right? Okay. So, and thank you so much, Anne-Marie. I'm gonna stream like this, okay? So anyway, right? That's it. D-Rock in the station, additional media outlet, Mia's identity. They're proposing. So what should you do? Oh, they said they want to direct all the outlets that posted Mia's identity to remove the post. They want to ban the people that doxed her from the courtroom, and they are proposing fortified submissions. So it can work, right? And they also said, Your Honor, the defense is like, there is an additional person that also disclosed Mia's identity. I know. They said, when is KK expected to appear? We're going to see. She's going to appear in the next 2 weeks if she's with the government. If Diddy, she's going to be in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I will say this, right? Mia's identity being disclosed. I will actually say this, right? I know. Well, I don't know, but I have a feeling Diddy's team was probably looking through all my lives, just hoping I was dumb enough to say this, right? Anne-Marie said he's wearing a hat and his gap tooth. I don't see anybody. They must have me on the long range Zoom. I literally.
Who is it? Could it be?
Oh, really?
He's the one I think he may have gotten slapped by King.
Oh, really? Oh. Okay, I'm getting tea. Kyle Bradbury said your mustache is showing. Well,
listen.
I wish you could say the same thing about your dick, but
oh my!
You would take that as you will. All right. Anyway, right, baby. Maybe would you like me to loan you some of the testosterone? So anyway, right, you can switch out that estrogen. Anyway, you guys, let's get into this. All right.
Leave alone.
Exactly. So they said,
y'all hear that? Darren, come back, quick. They didn't have to think about it. She don't mess with people. Leave her alone. You see, that dude, I bet he feel this darn small, just like his Tootsie Roll, as they say. Okay. Man, dang. TISA, good one, girl, good one. He needed it.
They said, so 2 or 7. Okay, so also they showed that Diddy was moving money from Janice Combs' accounts into other personal accounts. Again, the CFO, what is the takeaway of this day? What is the takeaway of this day? My bestie always tells me one thing, right? My bestie always tells me one thing, and she's always told me this. Don't you ever ask a question you don't want the answer to. Don't ask a question. If you don't want the answer, Don't ask the question.
Exactly.
Mark Agnifilio found out that today
Yeah.
because he literally was with the CFO, so he's a good businessman, right? He taught you a lot, right? Yeah, you couldn't have done it. Long hours, y'all was building a legacy. He thought he had this ninja, and then he finally said, "So in your 19 years of experience, would you say?" Cherry said, "LOL, love your comebacks, thank you." They said, "So in your 19 years of experience, would you say that Sean Diddy Combs is a good person?" I don't know what to, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He no, literally, he was like Mia. He was like,
Hey,
what do you mean by that? And he was like, would you say, do you admire him? Would you say he's a good person? And he sat there for 20 seconds, just
oh my God.
blink slow. And Mark Agnifilo is like, you know what? We can move on. We can move on. No further questions, Your Honor. And Mark sat his happy ass down. Mark, I know you thought you was going to come into that courtroom and do the Brian Still slide. You said, you literally, he came in and he was like, oh, Brian is not going to be the only white boy in this court doing 3-pointers. He tried to do the Brian Still slide. Get in there. And he got himself embarrassed. I said, and on that note, I literally sat there and I said, and scene. Thank God that the prosecution has rehabilitated themselves. Thank God Brian Still, Westmoreland, Xavier stayed away from.
Where's my? Okay, y'all. All right. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that because I did. I did. I watched it once, but yeah, I liked it. I liked her comeback when the guy to my you can see her mustache. And she said, you wish you could see your man. All right, y'all. Y'all please hit the subscribe button. I know it's late. I know I'm sleepy too. But this is the only time I had. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'm gonna look and see if she did any more or anybody else has some breaking news or something like that. Okay. So I'll talk to y'all later. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I see y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay. All right. Y'all have a blessed night. All right. Bye, y'all.